Welcome back, everybody, to ISR Saturday. I'm quite excited to get through this fight. Who would like to recap?
I
Raise of
honestly
hands.
don't know. I forgot what happened.
That's fair. It has been a week, so
And I did not I did not write down the last session, so
it's true.
I took a break.
Clay woke up, and he found himself in the same timeline that we're in. Got himself to the town, and we finally all met up together, and we found that there's a train heading to where we need to be, where Daniel Trayden is. So we got on that train, and there's a lady pestering us a lot. And eventually, after enough pressing her, we came to realize that she's Daniel Trayden's wife or girlfriend?
Wife.
Wife.
Wife, okay. And then, it looks like Daniel Trayden paid off a bunch of people to take us out. So, we're in the middle of a good old-fashioned Western shootout on a train.
And I won't leave out the detail for you guys. The last time you were fighting, there was a mixture of chaos going on. One of which was the steam metal horse that is so fond of Conrad, was called to aid and has been charging through every carriage up to yours. And you guys turned just at the end of the session to see it charging through and splitting the carriages in half, and people going flying in every which way direction as the train hauls butt in that direction. So, that's where we left off. We shall continue with that fight, and we'll actually jump right into combat where we were last time with Valera. You start.
Alright.
And I believe you were in combat with somebody using your staff, I think?
I did a blender maneuver.
Yes.
And then I backed up and I pulled out my rotary rifle.
Right, okay. Cool. We will start there.
I'm gonna turn down Sirenscape just a wee bit. There we go.
Oh, good. I can also turn it down on our end, too. Ooh, that's loud. Faster train makes her more intense. Not sure why, but it does. We'll say that.
Okay.
All right. Yes, Valera, let's kick it off.
I am going to just rev up my rotary rifle and fire away.
All right. Yep. You click your ammo onto it and just hook it in, and then start. All right. Who are you firing at?
Right.
There's the bandit leader, the dual wielder, the slasher, the hunter, the gunslinger, and the lady who had been enthralled.
We're keeping. Yeah, we're keeping her with us.
Yes.
But whichever one I was slashing at first. So I know they'll have a weak amount of shield.
I don't recall which one was closest to you. I think the bandit leader was one that was really close to you. He was the guy. He was actually the conductor. And then there was the dual wielder who was in combat with somebody else. I believe there was the slasher who was like the assassin who came up behind. I believe it was Conrad, Abraxas, and then missed because Abraxas teleported out of the way. And I know Clay was like climbing under some seats or something like that.
Yep. She was sneaky.
Yes, snacky. Is there anybody who would like to control Clay?
No one's Clay but Clay.
It's pretty
I've
much
been
it.
asked too many times. I have
This
no
is
interest.
fair. All right.
I don't think I would suit Clay's character very well.
I just meant like in combat. But all right, all good. Cool.
Okay. I'm gonna fire. I had remember which one I was slashing. So they have the lowest shield threshold.
They have the lowest shield threshold.
They
Whoever
have
it
one
was.
of the lowest because I was taking them down quite a bit.
That would
Tiny
be
chasm.
the gunslinger.
I think it was the gunslinger.
I don't know. I feel like he was further back from you. I'm sorry, I can't remember the geometry of the situation. It's probably best that I rewatch the session, but I didn't. I think it might have been the slasher because he was going after Abraxas. He had a pretty low damage threshold as well. And he's taken
I'll go
damage to his. So I'm
I'm
pretty
gonna
sure
go
it's him.
with the slasher.
Okay.
Then. Right.
Alright. So you set down your gun, you bring out the legs, and you kind of set it on between what's going to be different coaches, like the different seats. You kind of put it there, over straddling the table in the middle, and you just go. And you hook in the ammunition, and then. And the guy's like right there, by the way. He's like less than 5 feet in front of you, so he just goes, and then you just. Yep. Do it. Roll for it, bro.
Give it. Give it. Noise. Perfect. With the skill bonus, perfect.
All right.
So, dice and a half. 7.
7. Perfect. All right. You beat his threshold. Go for it.
Yay. 5 flat damage, 2 roll damage.
That was a perfect, so you double roll damage, double the
Yes.
dice of roll damage, and the flat damage.
Wait, what?
You double the roll damage as the dice, and you double the flat damage flat.
Okay, so 10. And then double the roll damage dice themselves.
Yes.
26.
20. Dang. Okay. Oof. Ooh. Yikes.
26 ballistic
Oh,
impact damage.
I'll have you know that his shield threshold is 2. I was looking at how much damage you dealt to him. So he definitely has the lowest. So you did 26 to him?
Mhm.
Okay, yeah. So it's about what you expect. This man is, you just go, then, hey. He looks right at you and you just go, and you just literally unload into this man's chest tons of bullets, and they're all way too much for him. Literally, there's blood splatters that go back out of him into the, like, onto the seats and the glass everywhere, and he's just going, he's flailing all around and just to the ground, and you go, chook, 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 chook. He's dead. Very, very
Yes.
dead.
Very
He's got
dead.
many holes in his chest now.
Hold on. I should make a note of how many moves I have.
Yes. I think we should just have a place where we can put moves. So I'm going to do that eventually.
Hold on. Right, I have 4.
Dang. Valera's just fast.
And I got another half action, minor action due to hypertrance.
because of your successful major action.
I turn to the next one and fire.
So you go.
I reload.
Just like
I reload. I take the extra minor action that I got, reload, and then fire again.
I don't think you'll even need to. You still got ammunition. You unloaded of quite a bit into this guy, but it's maybe only 2 seconds worth of lead. So you just rotate across the cabin, right to the next person. You just go.
You know what? I was gonna say I don't even stop rotating.
Yeah, just Everybody else, there's like glass flying and shattering everywhere. You hear the horse just going off in the distance. And you can hear people screaming and like holding their heads as you're all fighting around them. Because there's a lot of people in this cabin that like aren't in the fight. They're all civilians. So yeah, that's the situation. Well, I'm gonna turn that down a little bit, but yeah. All right, who's your next target?
I must remind you, I am true neutral in this situation. I don't.
You don't care. Yeah,
I will do what's needed in this situation.
this is fair. All right, who is the truly needing his damage taken?
Up next, whoever's closest.
I'm gonna say it's the bandit leader because he's over in the other direction, so it's actually away from the rest of the passengers. So you'll like rotate that direction, and then just.
And
like,
I do that. So like to get up. I'm also thinking less passengers hurt, better.
Yep, exactly. So you rotate towards the bandit leader. He just goes. All right, you go to attack him. Go ahead, roll it.
That's another perfect.
Oh, how much is that total again?
That's 5 dice. So 7.
He's gonna try and roll a defense save.
Okay.
He has one of those, so this
Yeah.
is the best.
He has to beat a 7.
It's to beat a 7.
What is a
his?
defense save again?
It's where you roll your save. He's rolling his reflex save versus your attack, but it means if he succeeds, you do no damage to him at all, and you don't even touch his shields. So it's just an extra step. Yeah, his shield threshold's only a 5, so he's going to roll this because otherwise you would succeed. So it gives you just like an extra. All right. He fails. Major fail.
Ooh.
Okay. I think. Hold on. I'm gonna look at a blessing real quick, because I need to make sure I think this does what I think it does. Aha! Give a +3 bonus. Wins to all reflex and strength skills for 2 turns when an ally is downed. So, yes. Perfect. He succeeds, actually. He
Nice.
he has enraged, and I've had that on there for a while, so I knew you guys would be taking him out. So, he has this for 2 turns. He succeeds in his dodge of your attack. And so he just ducks backwards, and they all fly over him, just... And it's your
Cool.
action again.
I aim to the closest guy next to him.
Next to him. I don't believe there is anybody else really next to him. That was the slasher. That was really the guy that was like the closest.
Fair.
I think the next closest dude is probably the lady.
Fair. And we're not hurting her.
Yep.
The conductor was the leader, right?
Yep. He was the bandit leader.
Okay.
So you just
Let's go for the gunslinger.
the gunslinger. All right. You stop shooting, or do you just keep going?
Let's stop shooting. Use a minor action to reload.
Okay. Well, I don't really think. Again. Well, did I say it needed to be reloaded? I think I
It
did.
probably
didn't I?
did. It's heavy ammunition.
That's true. All right. We'll say that's fair. We'll go. And you lock it back in. You start rotating back around again. It's the next individual. By the way, this is all in 6 seconds. So you're going. And you just keep going the whole time.
Action surge! Action surge!
Like lightning fast. You are the monk of the group.
Yes.
I mean, literally. All right, you go towards. You said the gunslinger.
Yeah.
All right, you rotate back around to him. Roll for it, Moffat.
Mm-hmm. It's super easy for me to get perfect, so I just need to roll one more. Hold on. Yeah, perfect. So I have 7.
Nice. Yeah, you crit real easy.
Mm-hmm.
Because you only have 5 dice. But that's still, it's a real good one.
Yeah.
All right. Dang, man. You guys took these guys' shield thresholds down significantly. You succeed. Roll damage.
Cool. Not as much. 21.
21?
21?
21. All right. That would be all right. You go. You hit him a couple times across the chest, but it doesn't actually manage to kill him. He's just kind of stunned for a second, as you've just impaled him with multiple bullets. I believe you.
I
have
keep
one more.
going.
All right, just right on that guy again.
Just right on that guy. I'm
Alright.
just gonna hold it. So
Roll.
I go.
Okay.
Yep. All right. 4.
4. You just make it. Roll damage.
All right.
There was a very light scream that just happened in the background. That's pretty funny.
I just heard that.
I feel like this music that is playing right now is also in Space Engineers.
14.
14. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Okay. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Okay. You just keep railing into this dude. And he is still not dead, surprisingly. He's taken a lot of hits.
Well, I've taken. I kind of muttered to myself as I stop. I go, "Lucky son of a!" As I reload. Lucky son
All right.
of a-
Abraxas.
Okay.
Lucky son of Abraxas.
Yep, that's it. Still focusing on a dual wielder.
All right. That's what I figured you'd be doing anyway.
Yep. Waiting for it to load. What was this shield? Was there shields up still?
The dual wielder?
Yeah.
No.
And I had 3 ticks from Payday still. 2 or 3, I think. Yeah. I'll use Payday.
All right.
And screw accuracy, I'll use power.
It's the usual.
Yep. Six.
6.
Yep.
All right. Yeah, I mean, you definitely. I mean, there's no way not to win this one. He has no threshold whatsoever, so you just roll damage.
Okay.
The only thing you're rolling for there is to have a perfect or not.
That's also another minor movement there. Oh wait. Sorry, 10 FD. How do I roll damage again? 10.
That is flat damage is just you have that flat, and then roll damage is d6s, and you add up the numbers on those.
Okay.
And they are not wins.
And they're what?
They are not wins.
Not wins, okay. That's 9 damage
9 damage. All right.
with the roll damage, so that's 19.
19.
Yep. Then
All right. Yeah. You just go. You see these like strange, glitching bullets and rounds fire out of it, and like this energy kind of beam in a way. There's just like little bolts. It just goes. He just to the ground. He's dead.
I still have another. That's yeah.
Yeah,
I
you
still
should have another
another
turn.
turn and a minor action. What's nearest near me?
Nearest to you is most likely the hunter. He was the guy in the kind of the far back with the rifle.
Okay, that's the guy that I talked to earlier.
Yeah, I think he was the one who was saying stuff that like, "Hey, we don't shoot ladies." That guy.
Yeah.
Either that or the gunslinger. I can't quite remember which.
Okay, I'll attack the hunter.
right.
Also with payday. I
Okay,
now
go
have
for it.
3 ticks on payday as well.
You're gonna add 3 ticks.
No, I have 3 ticks. Spanked.
4 now. Shouldn't it be 4?
Yeah.
So you
I
have 3
suppose.
ticks and then 1 that others can use now.
Yes. No, I have 3 ticks. I still have 3 ticks. I was incorrect. I had 2 in the beginning
Okay, gotcha. So there's 2 now.
session. So it is now 3.
Gotcha. This music is definitely not the right one for this.
Okay. Yeah. We'll roll. That's oh, that's perfect. That's 8.
Perfect.
Yeah.
All right. Dice and a half as well.
8 dice. So that's dice. So 12.
Okay.
Wait, dice and a half as well? Like 8 plus dice and a half?
Isn't that what it is? Was that 8 with dice and a half, or was it 8?
Yes. Yep, that's 12 now. Yeah, that's correct.
Gotcha. Cool. Yep, you beat his threshold.
Okay. That's another ting. That's another click as well, and a
And I
successful.
believe-
That's
It's energy damage, right?
E
Payday?
piercing. Yeah.
Yeah, energy. Okay. Yep. You break his. You damage him further. You've almost broken his threshold. And that is all for the damage there.
And now
His shield
the
is not down.
group has a point to use available.
Yep.
That was a successful hit,
Mm-hmm.
so I have another attack.
All right. Yes, the group can now pull from the payday stockpile.
That is quite fortunate. It is another perfect. So
All right.
Another 12.
Another 12. All right. You succeed again. And you officially break his shield threshold. He can now take physical damage through your energy weapons.
Okay. And I think that's it. And then it's Harvey's turn. I have them tear him apart.
Yep. Because they were still attacking him, I believe. Or no, it was...
They were attacking the dual wielder, and I have them switch to the other.
Yeah, they run across from the now dead body, and they were kind of tearing at his sleeve still a little bit, and they run up to him now and start grabbing at his legs.
Okay.
Go ahead.
How much damage do I do? Or just a...
It was the same amount of damage, I believe, as a regular Harvey attack.
Oh, it was the real just D2 or D20? 2D20?
Yep.
Or
I think it was D20.
D20.
If that changes every session, I'm very sorry.
Yeah, I can't. Never. Sorry. Well, never mind.
You may also want to roll for their attack. Well, no, never mind. Their shield, his shield's down there. Go ahead. Flat damage.
Yeah. That's nice.
Damage straight.
I got a 19.
19. Deal 19 damage right to him.
Yep.
Cool. Gotcha. Alright, and that would be Clay, who is next. He was climbing under the seats, and I believe he was trying to get to... I think it was the dual wielder originally, but he's going to go for the gunslinger now since he was downed. He's going to go up. He's going to kind of like just randomly appear behind him. Like nobody even realized that he was under all these seats. He's going to succeed, and I'm just going to say he officially breaks the shield of the gunslinger with both of his attacks. And that is that. So you can see him come up behind and just like slash into it a couple times. And Odessia.
Okay. Who's alive still?
That would be everybody except the dual wielder and the slasher.
Okay, who's closest to me?
You and Valera were right next to each other, weren't you? Or pretty? No, that was Sam. Sorry.
No,
You were kind of close to Abraxas. I'm gonna say you were you are currently closest to the gunslinger.
Okay. Where is he in relation? Is he like on a chair behind the?
No, he is currently. I think he was kind of out in the middle, and he had both of his
Okay.
weapons out, and he's currently being attacked on both of his legs, I believe. No, the hunter is being attacked by the wolves in the back.
Okay. I will pull out my pistol. Well, I have my pistol already out. Let's see. I'm going to take my pistol out and fire at him.
All right, go for it.
And that is accuracy.
All you're really rolling for is to see if you got a perfect, because if you're attacking the gunslinger, he does not have a shield threshold.
And that's D6, or is that just?
It's just d6s, yeah. No d20s. You're attacking.
And then the skill bonus.
Yep, that's extra d6s.
I have 2 ones.
2 1s. That's it?
Yep.
You only have a 2?
My accuracy is not high.
What is your accuracy?
1.
Oh, and then only a bonus of 1 from the weapon?
Yep.
Gotcha. Well, you don't fail because you don't have more than 5 dice. I'll let you roll damage.
Damage. Damage to 7.
Alright, flat 7.
Yeah.
And that was to the gunslinger?
Yep.
Alright. You use your pistol a couple times, and you can see he's very close to death. He's not doing well at all. He's just barely holding himself together.
I'm definitely firing at him again.
Alright.
So accuracy.
No matter what you do, he dies.
I have a 4 and a 3.
Yeah, he dies either way.
And I still have 7 damage. So.
Yep, you can see the gunslinger as you go your last couple shots into him. He just goes and to the ground.
I go, yes. And then I switch over to someone else, but it's not my turn.
All right. and that would be your allies, which I believe are the soldiers. They both miss all of their shots or are evaded. And now time for the enemies to do their thing. And I believe that Sam was not in... Oh, Sam was at the very bottom of this initiative order. That and Alan.
Yeah, Alan's last.
Alright, the bandit leader. He's not looked very happy, for one. He is going to attack Valera. He's going to use accuracy. He's going to pull out his own pistol and attack you. He gets a 3.
Okay. He does not beat it.
All right. What is your shield damage?
Shield damage 1.
1. All right. You take 1 shield damage.
Okay.
You can see him grit his teeth a little bit. And he fires again. He does just about as bad. Worse,
Okay,
actually. -1.
Yep.
And then it is the hunter, the other one guy left alive. He goes, "Man, you're wiping us out!" Alright, hold on, let me quickly check blessings.
I just kind of shout back, what did you expect? You're all a bunch of lowlives.
I expect you to put up more of a fight. Okay. He will attack. He brings up his rifle. He's going to point it right at... Would be the most logical. Trying to think here.
I love that.
The scream that ever pops up every once in a while. He's actually going to go for the fish man, Alan.
Hey, no one knows I'm a fishman here.
I know. He just goes, all right. Pow! Fires right at you, Alan.
Alright.
Let me see his specs.
Alan has quite a shield threshold, I'll tell you that.
And I don't like going down.
Oh, no way. I just saw your light weave.
Yeah. Really
Oh
high.
no! Lightweeds are insanely strong.
Especially if you go for every blessing, that gives you even more threshold.
What is your threshold?
It's currently 10.
He matches it.
The heck does that mean? Does it deal damage to me?
He
or-
does deal damage to you.
Alright.
He's going to roll damage now.
Wait, roll damage?
Yep. He has 17 damage to you, minus your 10, so actually he does 7 damage to you.
See, lightweight shields work quite well.
They do. Well, the marksman, or he's a hunter, he's a marksman for a reason. Actually, that's plus 3 damage on top of that, so technically you'd get 7. You get 10 damage, because he has marksman. Alright, and that is his action. And it is actually now, it is Kiara's. And I believe that she had her blade out and she'd slashed up the slasher of all people. Mostly. And so I'm going to roll for her. 18. Okay. I'm just going to kind of like interpret based on my own basic rules to make this combat go faster. She's going to kind of charge in through the main group and just slither along between everybody. Just and then right into the bandit leader with her blade. Just bam. Stabbing it right into him. And she will succeed. I'm going to say she deals an additional 10 damage to him. But she does not reduce his shield threshold, but she does jab him. And we'll go with that. The next is Alan.
Yay. Well, I'm shooting the guy who shot me with my chain rifle.
Alright.
Turnabout's fair play.
You've noticed that this gun is more like a rifle now, but the bullet ricochets really well and hits multiple different targets.
Which is very nice.
It also does still deal energy damage.
Alright.
And the hunter actually doesn't even have a shield threshold, so go for it.
Oh. If he has no shield threshold, then...
You're rolling for a perfect to see if you can double his damage.
I didn't.
Okay.
I roll perfect.
What's the damage?
10, I guess? Or do I add on the d6s from the accuracy roll?
No, it's just, it should be, I haven't converted all of your guys' damages yet, but, hold on, excuse me. You are good. Yep. You go,
10 damage. Yeah.
you can see it hit him, and it ricochets, and it actually zaps out, and the nearest enemy individual to him is the lady. Because there's him, and then there's the bandit, or the bandit leader on the back side of you guys, like on the opposite side. So it hits the lady. And her shield threshold will be dropped by another 2. And she's going to go, oh! That was how she sounded, precisely. Oh my!
And then I guess I just pull out my pistol and shoot him
Alright, do it.
Oh.
Do
a
it.
couple of times. The first one's not perfect,
It's a perfect time.
and the second one isn't perfect either.
Alright,
So,
and then just flat damage for both then.
so he takes 10 more damage in all.
Alright. Yeah, he goes, should have put up more of a fight! And then you just go, you shoot him twice, and he just goes, and he just falls into one of the booths. His legs twitch a little bit as they're the only things that are visible now. You can see his gun just clatters to the floor.
Alan just looks at him, that's for ruining my nap.
Alright, and we're back up to Valera. The last man alive is the bandit leader.
I get off of my let's see, hold on. I get off of my big old rifle and I draw my sword.
Or is it it's the blade?
It's time chasm.
Alright, he goes, and it has it's kind of an interesting hum to it, but it still looks like a regular cavalry sword.
Mm-hmm. And I advance on the bandit leader.
Alright, he's within 5 feet of you. Just go for him. Last time he was able to dodge out, but let's see how that goes this time. Six. Alright. You just succeed.
Okay.
He looks the best out of everyone, besides the lady.
Just kind of zapped twice. And she's like, ooh!
Technically,
Talk about a
ricochet.
wake-up call.
and somehow her dress blouse has kept her fine.
21.
21. Okay. Oof. All right. Yeah, you go. You kind of slash at him, and you cut right through his uniform, which is just a conductor's outfit. And you slash again, and you're able to slice up his uniform pretty well and get a good gash on him. He is going to use his reaction to what you just did.
Okay.
Drop his weapons and hold up his hands and get onto his knees.
I keep the blade right at his neck.
Mm-hmm.
I just turn over and look back at the crew. What do we think?
I'm not sure. He could have information.
True. I take a look at him and I say, how far away are we to the town?
Him?
Yeah.
He pulls out his stopwatch or his little pocket watch. He goes,
I take the knife off his neck just to
gotcha.
allow him to.
He clicks it and goes, about an hour and a half.
Is he necessary?
He's the conductor.
Or it
Right.
could just be a
I ju- and I-
phony.
I say, right?
To him?
Yeah.
Okay. A moment. Roll perception. He says, yes, I am indeed the actual conductor.
$17.
No, he's not.
I pick him up
Okay.
and I go over to the big old hole of the train car.
I swear! Also, as you're, like, doing this, you hear... And then the whole back end of the train flies open as the horse charges in. He just goes...
Yes.
He literally tears up the floor as he stops and goes... He's
Well,
going to
I
pause
say
at the ground.
That's terrifying.
And everything behind him is gone. It's only the wood of the actual train. And now the back end of this train, or this train car, is all split open as he's just like standing there. There's skin and like material on his face, and the rest is just metal. You can see this one eye is glowing bright red, and this one's a regular eye.
That's terrifying.
And
I
he's
just-
breathing just...
Actually, I voice that myself and say, that's terrifying.
The guy
I'm
goes,
just
don't
gonna-
feed me to the
that's a
demon
nightmare
horse, please.
material.
You...
I hang him outside the edge of the moving train, or at least tip him over. I say,
Yeah.
where's the real conductor?
I swear I'm the real conductor. Fine. He's back in town.
Do you know how to
Good.
use the train?
Roll perception.
Right.
Okay, I will too, since I asked.
He goes, yes, I know how to run it.
Cole?
Yes.
Nat 22.
This guy has no idea. He obviously has no
Alright.
train experience whatsoever.
I look out, what is exactly the ground? Is it rocks? Is it dirt? Is it grass? What is it?
It's rock, sand, and like a mixture of bushes and cacti. And they are whizzing by, like... You can
Right.
see, like, off in the distance, there are people who are, like, sprawled out all over the ground.
Mm. I'm gonna use perception and gauge just how fast we're going.
All right.
I'd just drop them over. I mutter.
I'm not entirely that cool. I mean, I did just mow down part of his combatants, but 15.
This thing is going about 80 miles an hour.
Toss it.
Okay, I just kind of judge. I look around and go,
I
See you,
swear. No! He just rolls off, and then he hits something as he goes, and he just stops moving.
okay, let's get up to the front.
You hear, "Oh dear, don't throw me out too."
We're not gonna throw you out.
If you wake me
sure?
up again, I will.
She gets a good look at you for a moment, and goes, "Oh my word, it's another demon."
That's a new one.
I calm her down and say the correct term is Marquen.
Demon!
Either way, let's get to the front.
All right. Combat is over. Guys, start making your way up to the front.
I ask, is she still enthralled?
It's definitely being lost. She's
rolled
watched
3.
all of her friends get annihilated and then one thrown out.
I'm gonna use my enthrall again and just ask her if she's okay. And I didn't expect any of this.
All right. Okay. Go ahead.
What do I roll again?
You can pull up the character info.
I'll be right back. I'm gonna grab a drink of water.
All right. Let me grab this.
Well, he's gone. I'll go.
All right. I believe you have enthrall 3 because you're level 8.
Let me see. So yeah,
It's a charisma roll.
charisma roll.
Mm-hmm. And it's a roll against her cognitive save.
Just a plain charisma roll, like a D20.
No, it's gonna be your charisma. Oh yeah, your charisma roll.
D20.
If you succeed, you deal damage to her.
Okay. Uh-oh. That's an 18.
18. Okay, I'm gonna have her roll her cognitive save.
I'm trying not to damage her. I'm just trying to get her back. But yeah.
Well, no matter what, you will damage her if you're using that. She succeeds.
Okay.
She'll shake her head and just go, "Now what are you doing to me? Come on, I didn't do anything. Try to use your demon magic on me."
I can make it a lot simpler if you'd like.
She spits on the ground. Apparently they're still fighting in the background. Hold on.
Yeah, I can hear that. Ah!
So I'm going to give you an option. You're going to help us figure out where your husband is and what he really wants and why why he's after Claire, or vice versa.
Clay's been chasing him for months.
What did he do?
He's not exactly a good man.
Your husband.
He's just about as bad as you.
What did he do?
He's killed some people, robbed some places. Sounds like stuff that you'd be in the market for, actually. Get along great.
I just joined. I joined Clay because there was a reward for it. Is there a way we can have a dialogue with your husband, him and I?
If Clay's there, no. Not because he won't be willing, just because Clay will kill him first. Or at least he'll try.
I know.
You hear in the background,
He's-
you're right.
He's a bit trigger. And I
He's a
whispered
dead
to her,
man. He's a dead man.
I whispered to her, he is for a sheriff. I have no qualms with him, only with the fact that he has a reward, and if a bargain can be made, I can be swayed.
What's a demon need
Myself.
with reward?
No. I'm just like your husband, he said. I'm not. I'm here to better myself, and purely that.
She looks to all of you and she says, Who even are all of you? Where in heaven did you come from?
Long story.
You aren't like anything
You
I've
want-
ever seen before. And your horse
You
is
want the-
demonic.
You want the truth?
It's- She won't be able to handle the truth.
Fair.
You can't handle the truth.
I got this. Handle it. So,
We're heading up to the front, by
if-
the way, Praxis.
Okay. If I were to talk to your husband, will you come with me and make it easier?
Roll persuasion.
I will add a Dacia to this as well, because
Yes.
just as insurance. I'll have my dogs and my horse. That is it. I have no intentions, ill intentions, unless he starts it first.
She will roll a communication save.
On that as well, I get Clay out of this. It's like, Clay, you want to come up with me to the conductors?
I'm a
Section.
little interested in this lady here, he says.
Alright.
But they seem to have it dealt with, so sure, I guess. He goes up with you. All right.
It's not nat 20.
On that 20.
Yeah.
Her communication is the highest skill that she has. She rolled a non-nat 25.
Dang.
Yeah. She has a skill of 8, and her save is the same. So she goes, Now why on earth would I trust you? You just killed all my friends. You just do the same to me. Probably will.
I won't. To be frank, the only reason I started shooting is because they were the ones who drew first. Well, besides, yeah, besides that psycho sheriff. Can never predict him though.
Your Sacco sheriff needs help.
He does.
Mental help.
He does. I'm not gonna lie.
I might consider something, but I'm not gonna outwardly just help you. I have no reason to trust you. I might just be in sweet nothings, which I'm very good at.
Well, from one bounty hunter, I am from a man that needs to do what needs to be done. I respect that. I hope you don't try to do anything, because if you do try to cross me, I will kill you.
I'm smarter than that, mister.
And I'd like to think myself as honest.
Perhaps I'll believe that when I am not killed.
I'll talk to the constable, sheriff, whatever, what have you. See if I can get him out of. See if I can talk him out of best for now.
All right. I can only wish you luck.
Well, best kid.
All right. We'll switch over
I'll-
to the. Oh, go ahead. Sorry, I'll let you finish. I forgot that you're done.
I will let you go. And we'll have a dog with you though. Just so I know where you are. And
I think
so
I'll
somebody
sit right
doesn't.
here.
That should make it easier for me. You do whatever you want. Lisa, my eyes, I don't care. You can walk out. Riding, I don't care. I'll go doctor.
Alrighty. We'll swap over to the other group. The guys who are actually heading over to the front of the train. That's Valyra, Clay, and is anybody else going with you? I'm gonna say Sam goes with you.
Peter, you going with us?
Yes, I forgot I
cool.
turned off my mic.
All good. Yes, Kiara does also go with you. So the major group goes, and then Abraxas and Osia stay behind. So you guys head up to the front of the train. Of where you can see there is indeed a what looks to be an operator there. He's not the conductor. He's just kind of the guy who scoops the stuff in. He's standing there. He's whistling something. He's tapping his foot. And he has a hat on, you know, like the usual train operator's hat. And he looks over at you guys and he goes, "Well, why are you up here?"
Your
He's an older
conductor was
fella.
a false.
False?
Your real conductor was left back at town. That man was sent to kill us.
Well, it looks like the rest of my train was left back in town, too.
That's fair.
That you?
What did I name myself? Hold on. Victoria.
You Victoria?
Mhm.
Dan.
Oh, from another
Name's
place.
Dan.
Nice to meet you, Dan.
Dan Brown.
How much do you know how to run this train?
Oh, she's a beauty. I know exactly how to run this train.
Good.
I don't do the conducting. I just do the braking and going.
Gotcha. Because that man, he stepped out.
You threw him out.
How far away were we from the front, actually?
You're multiple like trains back, but you can tell like if you just look around the corner, you can just see that there's like it goes carriage, nothing, and you just see flat as it goes. And then there's a couple carriages at the very end that are still alive there.
Yeah. Had to do what had to be done. Fortunately.
You aren't gonna throw me off, are you?
Absolutely not.
All right. I'll do what you say. Just don't rob me or anything. I don't got much money.
Wouldn't dream of it. Here, in fact, I give him a couple dollars. That's
Goes-
my token of good faith.
Oh, ma'am, you don't need to do that.
Keep it.
Okay. Mum's the word.
We just need to get down to the next town where we were heading.
All right. Well, that's the plan. That was the original plan anyway. So,
Cool. We just wanted to make sure you were capable of doing that, or if we need to step in and help.
all right. Well, I'll be sure that we get there in one piece. Well, one piece that remains.
Thank you, sir.
You're welcome.
We can blame Abraxas
Alright.
for that.
We go. Let's go back to the next car back the front.
All right. You guys start going back in. He goes, "Hey, Clay, it's good to see you again." Clay just kind of goes, and then walks in with you guys. Tips his hat.
Mhm.
All right.
Okay.
You guys are back into the other carriage.
We have that all settled. So
Yeah, to
that's
kind
all
of go
settled for me.
around the section with all the coal inside of it.
Mhm. But
And
now
get
we're
inside.
back. We're disposing to wait for Braxis.
Yeah, it looks like he's done speaking with her. She's still alive. So far.
Mhm. As Braxis gets here, I say, there's a man up front tending to this. He'll get us there.
All right.
So what's this front car that we're in?
I'm gonna say it looks like the cook's cabin or something like that, like where they would kind of house that.
Gotcha.
Otherwise, there's not really much in here. There's some plates and there's some drinks and stuff. It's definitely
Gotcha.
where like the crew would be walking around. It's kind of a like fancy, a little bit fritzy like place, or I guess train in general. Or I should say ritzy, not fritzy.
Yeah, Ritzy train. Gotcha. Given how much value our money tends to have, we could rebuild this train 10 times over.
We'll just make it our train, says Clay.
What would we need a train for? In a time like it'll get melted by the sun and then turned into something by Terra Alpha by the time we get back to our time.
Might turn to a whole ship if we get back.
That I was just about to say, what would it transform into?
Space train.
Well,
Yeah.
if you wanted to drag a train through a time portal, sure, but these things have to run in tracks. Which we
Not
have
once.
enough money to go to track through one of those holes through time, but
I swear, if we can, I'm giving you half of all my remaining money if we can get this train into back into our time. Clay.
Deal.
oh,
We just gotta
geez.
cause a time, whatever.
First, we have business to finish.
Yes. So, Braxis, how'd your discussion with her go?
All right.
Killer?
Easy. We might have something. I'm not sure yet. Give her time, and don't let the sheriff mess it up.
What do you mean? That is Clay asking you.
Okay, like just give her time. Don't bug her right now. I might have something that might help. It would involve me talking to. I would have to talk to Daniel by myself.
The only kind of discussion I want to do with Daniel is a pistol in his mouth and his brains on the
this is the-
floor.
And this is the problem as to why we can't track him. Or
We don't
why
need to
can't-
track him if he's dead.
Simple man. Let me handle it.
He looks a little bit taken aback by your comment. Simple.
I'm
but
just,
true.
I'm acting. I'm like, Braxis is getting like kind of fed up. Just, I don't like what happened to my Matrix stuff. I just want to get the hell out of here. I don't need it to take longer than it should.
My arm's normal too now. I had some pretty neat mod of whatevers on my arm as well.
My whole damn body's modded and I'm back to normal. How do you think I feel?
Enjoy it for a little while.
I hate it.
Maybe act a little bit more human sometimes.
Not.
He's
Oh, you're right. You know, you're right. You're a little bit of whatever you rage or you. Yeah. You look human enough to me to make you feel human.
I look at him still with like no emotion and more like, I just want to get this shit over with.
Same, he says. I'm
No,
with
no,
you.
I don't say it. Yeah, I don't say anything. Just
I know, but you
look
just
at
kind of he gets the inference. He just goes,
Alright.
I know. Me too. I want to be done with Daniel as much as you do.
Why even? Sounds like some. So why you? And I think I can ask.
I don't need to answer that. We all have our own personal reasons.
Well, it sounds like he sounds like a person an awful lot like I am, and I don't have any qualms. Joined you because I, frankly, got thrown into this mess.
If you think anybody got thrown into this mess, what do you think I'm feeling?
Happy
I'm a
you
little
got
out of my
allies.
time and element here.
Wait, who's out of his
Funny.
time?
Funny you should say that because I feel the same thing. I've been feeling the same things ever since I've woken up.
Welcome to my world, he says. Quietly.
I've already been there. Oh. Then I was like, ah. Did it kill some? I'm just gonna like try to like dig. Like, so do you kill someone you love? Something? Or kill a friend? What
I don't
what
want
is
to discuss that. I'm hunting him, and he evaded me and shot me. I almost died thanks to him.
I'm like, I like sigh and just like go out of the room and talk to the wife real quick. Like I just like move and just shut the door.
I glare at Clay.
I'm
go in.
I'm figuring
stop
either
them.
he'd wink at you or flip you off, and I'm not sure which he would do. So he just kind of narrows his eyes back at you. And he just states, "Death means a lot more in this time than it does there. There you got all these fancy medications or whatever. Here you got raw steel and bandages. What healers you do have, pray, and nothing happens. You die anyway."
Which one would you prefer?
Do I hear that at all?
He's not trying to threaten her.
I
He's
just say that sounds tragic, and I keep walking.
He lets the conversation go, and he sits down.
I nod and then continue with whatever I was doing.
I just noticed this. In your camera cue.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
Hi.
You can't see it on the stream, but
Yeah. But I see your arm going like this.
yep. That's pretty funny.
It is fun.
Anywho. All right. You head back up to the front to the wife, and I'm sorry I cut you off there, Peter. What were you gonna say?
I don't remember. I don't think I was going to say anything.
Okay. Sounds good. Clay looks contemplative as he's looking outside, and then his eyes start to widen very, very, very slowly. And he just starts to kind of drift off. What are the rest of you doing?
I'm chilling.
All right.
I'm watching the
Okay.
scenery go by
Going back to my nap that was rudely
and keeping an eye on
ruined.
Clay.
Put your hat over your face and sleep again. There's a little bit more of a breeze now, thanks to the horse, who is still standing in the middle of the room going... But we'll skip ahead, hour and a half. And you guys hear the train start to slow down. And it slows down for maybe a half hour. And the man running it, eventually it all goes... And everybody else who is on the train is starting to scurry around, just like sprint off at maximum speed. And they're all screaming and yelping. And you can see people in the very far back ones who are also screaming and yelping, who literally saw all of the carriages burst open. And they're all just running out into this town. You can see a couple of the police officers are the sheriffs or, the law enforcement are looking around kind of like, What the heck happened? One of them puts his hand on his pistol as he kind of walks up to one of the carriages, and he pulls the door open and goes, "Everybody all right?"
This was our cabin?
Yeah.
We're getting up, and I'm like, we're all right, officer. A little
Fine.
bit bumped up and bruised, but we're fine.
What happened?
Bandits.
Bandits.
Uh,
He just goes, "They did this? What kind of heckin' horse is that?"
a good one.
He's a special.
The horse goes, he's like, oh, get off, I don't care, get away from me.
Yep.
I think we need to patch up the horse. Is the skin able to regrow?
No. You see him go, like, he walks out to the open space and then jumps down from the back of the train. You just hear him go down, like, all metallic onto the ground. You hear him go, and he's much more mechanical now.
I think the paint got scraped off Abraxas. You might want to
Yeah.
refresh that.
Yeah. I'm just saying, I don't care.
Your nice ride's a bit dented. Oh, dude.
You guys are in a town now that's far less deserty. The environment's kind of changed a little bit. There's a little bit more trees here. There's a little bit more foliage and growth. You guys are not on the train anymore, so that sound doesn't make any sense. But it's much more lived in, trees, grass. It's much nicer here, is what I should be saying. It's also a little bit cooler, not really much, but I mean, you guys did travel for like several hours in that direction, so it's still not much cooler, but it's the environment's a little more hospitable to you.
Okay.
Yeah. You can see multiple people walking around in here.
Do I notice anything?
Roll perception.
Conrad, how do I read this one? This is right. Oh, is that? That one?
Yeah, you already rolled.
Yeah. I have a 6.
6. Besides what I've already mentioned, there's some law enforcement. There's some people. Some people are running to the church frantically. There's some other folks who are going to the saloon, and there's some other houses around. You can see
Brings
several
away
folks.
what the heck happened.
Yeah, exactly. And some other folks, like the train's actual, like, people who work there, kind of just like standing outside the train going, yeah, like, did we just lose our job? And you see the main engineer dude, I guess he would be the engineer, the train engineer. He gets off and he goes, "Well, bar it is."
Thank you, sir. Much
You're
appreciated.
welcome. I think we're going to need to go back to the repair shop. I don't really know where to find one of
Yeah.
those, but I'm going to have to. One of the main stations, hopefully.
Mm-hmm. All right.
Either way,
This is a bigger town. This is a bigger
it's much
town?
bigger. It's significantly bigger than the last one. There's also farms and stuff that are sprawled out further beyond.
Nice.
But that's about all you're seeing there, Q.
Okay.
I'm just kind of looking around and I'm like, this is pretty.
Home sweet home, says Clay.
Is
You
this
know, I
your
never
town?
was able. Yeah.
I asked Clay if it's his town.
It is.
Hmm.
Okay.
You know, I've always heard stories of what Earth was like before it was kind of burnt up. But I could get used to this.
It's quite nice.
Not
A
me.
little hot, but well, it's because you're a fish man. You need water.
No. I
Arizona
prefer
don't have
having a
water.
personal bar. And a
Ah,
That's
personal
fair.
transport.
And a laser beaming system, whatever you call those, a whatever. Yep,
Yeah, teleporters are fine.
yeah, that word.
Very
But I can
nice.
see why this was nice.
Much simpler.
Wait until you hop into a carriage. Then you'll
Simpler ain't a
stop
bad
thinking
thing.
it's nice.
Does a little get a little muggy. They don't have that air conditioned whatever you call it back on this time.
Do I have a fan?
A fan?
Yeah, I'd like a fan.
Because of your system, your suit's kind of operating procedures where it would usually have a fan like that. You're already staying cooler, but you do reach into your pack and you whip out a full fan.
Yeah, I fan myself. You're right about that.
I don't know how you keep pulling things out of your pack like that, but it's pretty impressive.
Ugh. I'm just trying to get used to more of a southern accent so I can blend in a little bit.
You might want to work on it a little bit.
Fair.
I think we're a bit far out of our depth that an accent will ingratiate ourselves with the.
You're very right.
Yeah,
I feel a little bit out of mine too, being back, but it's we'll be all right. Hopefully, I'll get to see my
I look
wife.
over at Alan. Look who's talking.
Hey, no one can tell anything the way I got myself set up right now.
Yeah, because
It's
you've got a
actually-
whole huge hat, like massive.
The hat, bandana, just every part of me is just
Yeah.
completely covered.
You hear on the side, you're telling me, from this hooded figure with the stick she's confiscated back from you.
Yeah, I forgot about that. Yeah.
Jara
Mm-hmm.
is the one who's having a bit more trouble, seeing as how she's a bit more, what was it, demonic than me?
Yes.
Poison
Bit
spines.
Snaky.
She kind of like tilts her hood up a little bit and looks at you and goes, narrows her eyes and goes, I think I still look better.
Yeah, I say back in Harbinger, you look like an old man.
She repeats something back in her own language. You have no idea what she just said.
Who is she talking to?
She repeats, yeah, back to Valera.
Wait, who?
Kiara.
Oh. Nice.
As you're all kind of standing there and getting used to things, the lady, she's just gonna stand there like this. Well, we're here.
So we are.
And I'm still alive, so I guess I gotta help you out a little bit. Clay turns to her and says, and that's not by my choice.
I have an idea. Abraxas was talking to what was your name again, miss?
Don't do this to me. I don't remember.
Wait a second.
Diana? Was it the Diana? Was it Diana?
I think it was Diana.
I think it might have been Diana too.
Yeah, we'll just say it was.
We'll go
It was
with Diana. I'm really good at consistency.
Mr. Consistency here.
Yeah.
Well, Diana, how about you and Abraxas go find Daniel, figure out what the heck you're gonna do. We'll go over to a saloon there and wait for things to settle. Or we'll find housing.
All right. I don't really have an option in this matter, but Odessi? Is that your name? Odessia?
Yes,
got my middle name.
Odessia.
It's quite an interesting name. Are you joining with us? Same as Mr. Braxis said?
Yes, I will be.
I had to refocus my camera. All right, well, let's go. We had a meeting spot.
I whistle and I also snap my fingers to summon my assets.
Yes, the wolves come up next to you. One has a very straight face, kind of like eyeing everything. And the other one, as usual, it's just going...
Pretty jolly.
He bonks his head into you, probably asking for pets.
Holly Jolly Harvey.
Yep. He realizes he's not getting anything from you, so he kind of snakes his way up to Diana, and she kind of scratches his head a little bit, and he just goes, like, very happily. All right. She goes, this way. And she leads the three of you off towards one of the buildings in the town. Which actually, it looks like the church.
No.
Great, everyone. People running in thinking they're gonna get safe, and welcome to the second shootout.
They're dead.
In the words of that famous songwriter, take me to church.
Oh, dude. I think I'm better suited in the bar, but
I agree. Let's go have a drink.
yeah.
All right, the two of you, as well as Kiara
And Clay.
and Clay, yes.
We
He
forcibly
reluctantly-
drag him away.
Yeah, he's reluctantly coming with you. He's just kind of like, I want to shoot him. I want to kill him. He's shooting.
You'll get your chance.
Oh, I sure hope so. I'm going to guarantee that.
Whiskey over civilian casualties any day of the week.
That's what I call a day off. So you guys make it your way to the bar. I'm gonna do a little bit of the bar first, and then we'll go back to the group who went into the church. You guys walk into the bar. There's some music playing. It's actually pretty active in here in comparison to the last place. It's much brighter. It's much taller. It's a lot nicer. Just in general, people are dressed better. It's a little bit cooler in here. Still muggy. It's still kind of gross, but it's the usual. Or at least you expect it's the usual. The bartender's serving some things up. He slides a drink over to one guy. He's having a conversation with the other guy at the exact same time. That guy has like a hole in his hat, as well as what looks to be a bullet hole right up here in his hat as well. And a mixture of other things. The bartender goes, "How can I help you, gentlemen and women?"
Well, we'll just take a seat over there for now. We'll call you when we need you.
All right. Clay, welcome back. He goes, tips his hat, and nods back. And you guys take the seat.
Alright.
You guys do anything specific while you're here?
I'm chilling.
Makes sense. Feet up.
I tip my hat and I just...
Valera's having a breakdown. She's recovering.
Yep.
Just pose out cards, I guess, at this point.
Kiara goes, "Ooh,
Let's play a game.
yes." Checkers?
Let's play a game.
Poker?
Poker? What's poker?
Blackjack?
I think I learned that one. I want to learn
Let's
poker.
go. Clay, you want to help out?
Exactly.
Fine. How much are we wagering?
Nothing.
Figure that out. Let's do a dry run first.
All right. Yeah, get the newbie in. All right. You guys start doing that. We'll come back to you. You guys who walk into the church. Diana leads you in. You can see there's tons of people just like praying so hard. They're like, they're up against there's like a Catholic statue up at the very, very front. And man, people are just like, there's noise, so much noise in this hall. Usually it's quiet, but no. You can see the pastor who's like up at the front is just like,
Everyone's been converted.
yeah, they're all like, yeah, they're converted, or they're all like talking to him or something. And you see somebody else like sprint past you and go like, Pastor, I met a demon today. It's just mixtures of different crazy things that are happening. He's just like, oh.
Well, I'm glad you all are coming to Christ. But
This isn't exactly how I
what
imagined
just
it.
happened?
He goes, tell me very slowly what you need me to say. What's wrong? And they start talking. You can see an individual who's sitting in one of the pews. He's not saying anything. He's got his hat tipped down.
Just like, what?
He
Too
looks like
many
he's
witnesses.
sleeping. And Diana taps Abraxas and Odysseus on the arms and goes, that's him.
The pastor?
No, the man sitting in the pews with his hat down sleeping.
Okay.
That's Daniel.
Alright, I will pretty much just like sit beside him and have my dogs on either side, as well as Odysseus beside me.
Okay.
Just sitting there.
All right. Yeah, he goes.
What's
He's kind of.
Diana gonna be doing?
She sits next to Odysseus, kind of on the other side.
Okay.
And he kind of adjusts his hat a little bit and goes, "May I help you?"
Maybe.
Okay.
Seems a certain friend has an one of our seems a certain friend has an interest in you, and I'm wanting to figure out why.
He kind of tips up his hat finally, and he looks over at you. Roll perception.
Do you want me to as well?
He's only looking at Abraxas. I assume you're kind of on the other side.
That's fine. That's a 20.
It's a nat 20.
Yeah.
You instantly notice something's wrong. He is not human.
What is he?
He looks to be a Zalos. His eyes are glowing very, very faintly.
I just say, you're also different.
Different how?
I've dealt with Zalos. I'll see if he tries. He's lurking in my head. And I just think you know how.
Roll sense to see if you would notice anything. Because sometimes they won't, like, you won't be able to notice unless they've failed at something. And then you have to be like, oh, they just, like, poked me in the brain.
So I would not know.
Yeah.
Yet.
You aren't... Raydrian aren't psionic, even though they can affect other species psionically.
No, I'm not saying that. Just Matrix have dealt with Zalos.
That's true, although
they
your
would
modifications
operate.
are gone.
Right, I'm just still going
Yeah,
under
no,
that
I
trait
gotcha.
or
Like,
something.
you know how that would operate.
Right. That is a 16.
You don't sense anything in your head. You might be able to pick, like, a twinge of something if he was rummaging around, but it doesn't
Right.
seem to be. He goes... He kind of looks at you up and down. What are you?
I'm not from.
You're Adrian.
Yep. Seems you took a peek at our world. It seems like for some reason I'm taking a peek at yours. And I don't really want to.
So many things you don't know about me.
What is it, Salos?
You're right. He kind of looks around and he goes, Diana? She stands up and goes, Daniel? And there's like a reunion moment, of course. He kind of nods at her and says, you all right? She goes, yeah, they've treated me well. The rest of them not so much. He goes, all right, well, they kept you alive, so that's good. Sit back down. She goes, okay. And she sits back down. He looks over to Decia. You're Adrian too?
Yes.
Why? Where does it go? Why is Clay after you?
I'm sure it's been said, but I'm not exactly a good man.
Same can be said for
Neither are
me.
we.
Same could be said for me and for her.
I run a
Anyways.
little bit of a criminal enterprise here, if you can't tell.
And I have no issues with that. What did you do to cause him to and is that why he's after you? Like suicide kind of thing.
There's a few reasons. I've killed some interesting individuals.
Anyone
And,
close to him?
I don't know if I'm obliged to say that, but he did come after me. We went through what looked to be some form of forest that had kind of appeared out of nowhere.
And I understand as to why you had to do that. So are you telling me he did it first? Or what?
Well, no. We pulled guns on each other. It was expected. We shot each other. I shot him in the gut. He shot me. I don't quite remember where now, but I'm still not doing very well from it. I think it's affected me more, not physically, but more mentally. This whole time thing is being really strange to me. I don't know what's going on. I was sent to a future that I shouldn't remember, but I do.
Yep.
No, I don't think you understand. I know things from there that I shouldn't.
What do you mean? What kind of things?
Knowledge that shouldn't exist in my mind exists. Things that I shouldn't know from before I got there.
Like, when did you appear? No,
I don't know. I appeared at the same time that he did. I was sent through just like him. I remember glimpses of coming through what seemed to be something. I don't know. It was like a tunnel or something. It grabbed my gun first, and then I was gone. I just appeared somewhere else. I was shot. I was bleeding out. This man I can remember glimpses of saved us. I heard sirens and shouting and things walking. It sounded like giants. And then I was put on some sort of metal carriage, brought me through the stars. But I know what it is. I know it's a shuttle. I don't know why I know it's a shuttle.
That is very interesting and odd.
Did you happen to pull it from someone?
I don't
I
know.
am quite aware of your capabilities.
I know I'm Zalos, but I've never heard myself. I mean, I've heard myself called that in your time.
But it was never referred to in yours.
Yes.
Somehow.
I was just different. The first person I killed, I didn't even kill with a gun.
forced
Neither
to
am I.
kill him.
I didn't even touch the man.
Did he just drop dead on
Yeah,
the ground?
but I knew I killed him.
What were you thinking?
I mean, I'm always thinking, what are you saying?
Who was the person?
He was a man I was very mad at. Did some very bad things to my family. I wasn't super young. I was young enough.
Did you wish for him to be dead?
Well, of course. And then he died.
Seems pretty simple enough to me. You are Zalos. I've worked with other Zalos myself. They have powers of the mind. You might not know it yet. Or not fully realize it.
But if it helps, that's what set me on my track. I realized killing people was real easy.
But how did Clay get involved in this?
He's a sheriff. I may have interacted with some individuals close to him, and then killed a couple more. And here we are,
Okay.
after an adventure through another time.
Because with the rate of Clay's chasing you, it almost seems personal. More than personal.
Like I said, I may have interacted with somebody who's quite close to him. But I'm not going to tell you what that information is. I can't say that you're just not going to go back and tell Clay what I said.
We...
Look, you're novel. Look at me. Do I look like a person that's gonna tell? I could care less. I want to go back. I'd sooner say have this all over with myself.
I'm sure that if you said that Clay could stay here, he would. He wouldn't go back with you. Probably solve some of your problems.
Well, it's a bit more complicated than that now. Not with you.
How so? From
He's
what
working
I've
with
heard,
something.
time's screwed anyway.
Well, he's working with someone I'm interested in. And
Yeah.
if we lose him, they're gonna lose my trust.
So he's an
Or
asset.
I'm gonna lose their trust. Could be. Look, I got pulled into this mess. I killed people. Maybe the same way you did. I was an assassin, mercenary. I could care less. I came for the money. I got pulled into this crew. I'm just going along with it for now.
I also am in the same boat he is.
The only person I'm really together with is her. We both spilled blood, innocent or guilty. So I don't care.
You remind me of Diana and myself.
Well, that's who it was. What did he do? I didn't do anything to him. Wait, what did? Now that I think of it, do you know what they did to him?
They did to who?
This Dan character?
Daniel Trin?
No, Dan.
No, I don't remember.
I have no idea where he is.
Oh, the train dude?
Yeah.
Oh, the conductor?
No, the person who operated the train.
Oh, I have no idea.
Oh. The guy who operates the train, I asked him.
Did you ask Daniel?
Well, who was speaking? Confused now. Reminds me of Dan and I.
Danielle. I said Daniel. Or I said, sorry, Diana. I said Diana.
Yeah.
Oh. Yeah, is he? Look, I'm coming to you bare naked with my words.
That's about where I'm at, too.
What would it take, besides you dying, to get him off your back?
Probably nothing.
We
He's a
could
driven
fake
man.
his death.
He is not going to believe anything, since he's experienced so much, until my blood is out on that dirt.
We could fake it.
If we help you, you would want to see, find ways around that.
I'm
But
not
it is-
asking for your help.
What do you want then?
Nothing. You kind of showed up.
Fair.
You weren't exactly part of my plan. I was just hoping that maybe, if he was chasing us, that the group here that could take him out. Seems that they encountered some more interesting folks than they expected.
Alright. Well. At this point, all I want to know is something. But only question is the one you wouldn't answer. Just out of curiosity's sake. Seems like Clay wouldn't share it, so I don't even know if he trusts us.
I can't tell you. I mean, I can't tell you if he trusts you or not. And I know what you've said. And for the most part, I believe it. But there's not much I can say on my side either. It's a very personal matter between us. That and he just really wants to kill me.
Yes, and it's obsessing him to the point we can't get our stuff done.
I'm not surprised. I've been having some issues with mine myself. And right as he says that, as you guys are talking to him, you can see his nose starts to bleed. It's kind of like trickling down his left nostril, and then he like wipes his hand.
I look at it. Just look at it. Not shocked.
You can see his eyes are kind
I'm
of like
confused.
flickering, like on off, like the
I
little
am
glow from them.
confused.
Uh-oh.
You'd best leave me be. I've not exactly been in the best situation as of the last few days.
I know. Best get a move on then. I'm not sure if they're gonna. Not sure when they're gonna visit here.
I'm not sure either, but I'm not going to stay around to find out, especially in my current condition. If Clay comes after me, he'll know where to find me.
Can I just have one request?
Hmm.
Leave her and I out of this. I won't shoot you, man. They don't shoot at us.
There's nothing that I would drag you into unless you start shooting first. I'm not exactly an honorable man, but I understand a pact.
Well. Good. Have a good afternoon.
You as well.
too.
All right.
Walk out.
You and the wolves and Odessia, you all walk out. People are still praying all over the place. You guys head over to the bar?
For a little bit. No, we're gonna talk it over. We're gonna go to the bar for now.
All right. You head over to the bar. You walk in. You can see them all at a table. It looks as if the bartender has brought them all some water, as well as what looks to be some cooked something rather. You're not totally sure what it is. And they are seemingly playing poker.
You sit on another desk nearby.
Hmm?
I sit on another desk. We sit on another desk nearby. Another
All right.
table.
Gotcha. Yeah, you sit
So-
next to him. In the next table over.
Okay.
Welcome back.
I nod. Thanks.
And once more,
Hey, Clay. Royal Flush.
Darn. That fool.
you gotta
He shows his
stop
hand.
pulling cards out of your boots, Valera.
What are you talking about?
You see Kiara. There's a little smirk on her face. She pulls out something, and I can't say what's better, if there is anything better.
Royal Flush was best.
Royal
Yeah.
Flush is best.
It's also
Yeah.
really
It's-
impossible to get.
It is a 10 Jack Queen King Ace of diamonds or hearts?
It's a 1 in 2 million
Royal Flush.
chance.
It is diamonds. Straight flush is anything else.
Okay. She she pulls out some cards, and she's smiling, and they mean nothing to you. There's nothing in her hand that would mean anything. She goes, "I got you."
She's so confused.
Yep.
Right, who taught you how to play cards in the first place?
Nova?
That makes sense.
Yes.
Oh, I found the odds for the Royal Flush.
Yeah, it's 1 in 2 million.
1 in 2.5 million.
Yep.
Ooh,
Very, very low.
dang.
You're 5 times more likely to be struck by lightning than get the same hand twice.
Dang. All right, well,
That's why it's the ultimate card, because you have such a low chance of getting it.
Mm-hmm.
you guys are all sitting there, and suddenly there's another individual who pulls up and just goes, and he scoots his chair up and he goes, "Poof. I'm in."
Who the heck is this guy?
Who are you?
He throws down a few bucks.
I
Hello.
thought we were betting for pretzels here.
Oh, really? Oh, give me a second, he says. He kind of tips his hat forward a little bit. You guys can't see his eyes. He pulls down the dollars, and he brings up pretzels.
Oh my god.
Oh my
Guys,
gosh.
This better?
Mine.
I just kind of just... I see.
Who the heck is C? I don't see anybody around here by that name.
My mistake. What's your name?
It's C. Nice to meet you.
Gonna roll my eyes. All right.
Who's
What you
winning?
doing here?
Valera? Looks like you.
Yeah.
Man, what luck.
Yeah, so pulling it out of her boots.
I have no cards in my boots.
Are you sure about that?
Yeah, because you ran out of them.
Check your boots.
Do I feel my boots have gotten thicker?
You pull thousands of cards from your boots. They start pouring out onto the floor, and he goes, "Wow. Who knew?
I just kind of stifle a laugh.
Cheap.
See, that's why you don't put a printer in your boot. Jeez.
I'm not
Matter
even
converter boots.
I'm not even sure printers were invented at this time.
I don't. Printing press?
Printing press.
Yes, printing press existed a long time.
You know, this era," he says, and he kind of moves his jacket a little bit, "kind of inspired my look. Not exactly, but I like the hat. The hat kind of fits here, and like the 20s noir vibe."
Yeah, I get it. without completely understanding what the 20s Noir vibe is at all. I just kind of nod. Yeah.
You have no idea what I'm talking about.
No.
Clay looks like, who the heck is C? He's me. Can somebody explain?
C is
Bad
with all due respect, a little erratic.
I know, you're right.
Kind of pops in whenever he wants and enjoys Dr. Pepper.
I forgot about that. He snaps his fingers, and then Dr. Pepper appears. He goes, anybody else?
I'm good for now.
Cool. He claps his hands, and the whole bar suddenly, Dr. Pepper's on every table. He goes,
Okay.
I just did this to the other group. Oh, man. I love screwing with you guys.
Great.
I was like, oh, okay. Other group. Yep. It's been a while since we contacted them.
Which yeah. You just trying to agree with me to...
No, yeah, the other group on the, were they? Yara, your informant.
Bessie? JT?
Yeah.
Right. I forgot. You guys have a connection. And it's the lizard woman. She goes, kind of like lifts up her hood again and goes, and puts her hood back down again. Man, you're right, but come on. He goes, well, I know you guys are like having a great time and everything like that. Hold on. It's like, but just FYI for you guys.
Yeah.
Just want to let you know.
Piano starts playing without anyone there.
Yes. There's gonna be some time stuff happening soon.
I figured. Any idea of when or how we can get back?
Big stuff. Can't tell you
Fair.
when or how or whatever, but that would be breaking my law. Well, I guess.
I mean, I
kinda just
figure,
did.
but are there any ways you could tell us of, like, in the short time span, any knowledge of how we can get back? Or will there be a way we can get back?
I don't know. Yeah, I do. Yeah, there's gonna be this opening, this doorway. It opens up all cinematic like, and you can walk through. No, it's just gonna be a crack in space, and you guys are gonna be able to walk through that, or you're gonna get pulled through.
That's fair.
Just
Kinda
make
like how we
sure
got
you
through.
see trees, you know, like appearing and disappearing trees.
Mm-hmm.
It's gonna be great.
Kind of look. Are you nervous?
Me? Why would I be nervous? Why would I be nervous? Oh, and you're gonna be an iguana, he says, pointing at Kiara, and he goes, all right, bye, and then vanishes.
Let's see for you. I turned over to Clay.
I think I've had enough. He stands up and says, there's something in my drink. I'm gonna go get
I've
housing.
been saying that for a while now.
Well, yeah, it's your drinks that I'm drinking.
Fair.
Well, not anymore.
Be safe.
This is true. All right, well, I'm gonna go get some sleep or whatever we need, because I'm Man, that train ride was something else. I am gonna do that, and then I'm gonna hunt down and kill Daniel Traden tomorrow.
Okay. This is your town. You know this place better than anyone.
Yeah,
What's-
I got
what's
my
some
own
good
farm.
housing? Fair. You want us to stay in a hotel, or can we, like, lodge out back with you?
I'm actually gonna wait to go home. But
That's fair.
the hotel is right across the road. There's a couple others locations and stuff you can stay in. There's a couple in town. I mean, it's not just like one lane. It's multiple roads. It's even not really paved, but it's kind of getting there.
Nice.
It's
Cool.
more of an advancing frontier town, not just a frontier town. Either way,
Alright.
I think I'm off. And I think for the sake of it today, we'll actually end there. It's 10. I know it's kind of early for us since we usually end a little bit later. But
That's
without
about 2 hours.
yeah, it is exactly 2 hours. Without Sean here, I don't want to really get into anything too crazy for his character specifically, so hopefully next time he will be joining. And then he'll actually be able to enjoy the whole situation for himself. Although I think next Saturday is
The wedding.
Conrad and Courtney's wedding. So we'll be postponing it until 2 weeks from now. So for those who are on the stream, which I think is whopping 0 people. Yeah. It's crazy.
Well, for the guy that was watching us,
Yes.
thank you very much.
Yes, thank you for watching.
Fragilities, thank you very much.
Fragilities. Maybe he is still here. Perhaps he is not. I don't know. Either way, thank you for watching. That you did jump in and take a look. But yep.
All right, everyone.
Have a great one. Hope you guys enjoyed, and we'll see you
See y'all
all
later.
next time. Bye.